Yes, sir.
It's the knowledge now, but don't worry about
that. That's it.
We've changed the name to the knowledge, but anyway,
All right, we changed everything here. Was that overkill?
No, no.
That was good.
No. You're missing your vocation here. You know what I mean?
Listen,
we got the new Michael Buffer up in here.
Come on now.
About that. Seriously,
I'm trying to be in the ring. Just drop the mic. I was trying to tell the editors.
No, even down to the swag. That is proper. Who cut that suit?
This is Anthony's London.
Anthony London. Salute, bro.
Salute.
I'm feeling that.
Listen, I thought I came with the whole I came with the whole swag. Like,
no,
you're
on it, man. You're on it. I'm feeling that, man.
Yes. Well, listen, Spencer, a pleasure to have you here, my man. I'm so excited. Hence the whole intro. I mean, I think it's taken about a year for us to get our schedules in time.
Yeah, you know what? There is, nothing before its time. And like I said, I'm just really grateful to be here.
All right, listen.
No, seriously, you come in here and like your camera crew and the staff and that, the rest of your crew.
Yeah, man.
That's the mad love when I come in. It's like,
come on.
Yeah, no.
Energy's strong.
No, exactly. So for those kind of things, it makes it worthwhile when you drive all those miles to come down to this country bush place.
I'm bringing people out on a Sunday morning to the country. Yeah.
It's energy.
That's right.
But people are not going to come out their house on a Sunday. Big Sunday. Sunday is the incremental day.
Yeah, it's family time.
Yeah, it is, most definitely.
Now, they're all giving me daggers. I can feel it now. They're looking at me like, yeah, for real, bro. Sunday morning, really? Why?
No, it's good. It's good. And it's good energy. So
brilliant.
Man, I want to see this thing grow. It's going to grow.
Come on now.
I'm no boasting, but after I come off the show, your numbers are going up. That's all.
All right, you heard it first with the man himself. After he's on the show, the numbers is going up. Very much like your career. I mean, let's start with your journey. For those who don't know, I know you're a passionate guy. And you actually love the thing. I was watching an interview with you where you came on after your guy won, Darren. And if you didn't have on a shirt and tie, I would have thought you were the boxer. The passion that you had speaking about the win that he got, was it in 2012, was phenomenal.
When he won the British title.
You only won the British title, exactly. But go on, I'll let you tell.
No, just like with a box amateur, box professional, turned professional in 97, so box pro for 6 years, but it's kind of on and off.
Yeah.
And culminated in like the fight of the year, BBC fight of the year in 2003, when a guy called Dave Walker was an incredible fight. I come second best in that fight as well.
Come on now.
And then a few months after that, I retired. And then from retiring, I've been very fortunate. What happens is this: when guys retire from professional boxing, because they put so much energy inside this sport, and maybe they haven't accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, they can be left very bitter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or then also there's other guys who could have accomplished a lot financially and they're really set off and that, but then when it stops, then the fanfare stops, then like the phones don't ring no more.
That's right.
You're going to the supermarket, people don't recognize you no more. Those kind of things. So them kind of things very, very difficult to contain as a human being.
Yeah.
So what happens is I said like I can't go and work on a building site. You know what I mean? For the grace of God, I'm not supremely educated. But what my dad taught me, he taught me like manners takes you all around the world.
Facts. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Gets you through doors, it gets you into buildings.
Bro, I'm telling you, manners takes you all around the world.
So what made you get into boxing then? I mean,
I just loved the game. I loved tailing because of my age. I like tailing. I got old, Muhammad Ali, but would always have books and magazines and stuff like that. But it's my mother that got me into boxing because I used to be very, very timid kid. So when I was about 5 years old, my mom bought me a blow-up punching bag of Incredible Hulk and boxing gloves. My dad's a very timid kind of person as well.
Right.
My dad's not that way inclined.
Yeah.
I mean, God rest his soul in paradise. But my mother, she was like, don't play.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
And so, you're going to have to do this and that. That was my mom that got me into boxing.
That's fantastic. I was actually having a conversation, Spencer, with the videographer just before we started, and we were talking about how black women are, a lot of them say that black women are at the bottom. But if you look at a tree, these are his words, if you look at a tree, you find them at the roots of the tree. You know, they're at the base. That's where the roots come from. That's where the strength comes from. And I think a lot of them have empowered us to become some of the greats that we are.
No, not a lot of them. Every female has empowered, because everybody comes from a female.
That's right.
Right? So when you look at it, early hieroglyphics, right? Early hieroglyphics would have, Charles Budge, who, the Book of the Dead, right? Because early hieroglyphics would have Egyptian men standing on top of the female.
Yes.
And European culture, look at how sexist this is. No. They're not realizing that it's the woman that is the stability and the foundation to elevate you to anywhere that you go.
Absolutely.
Right? So we can only go, a nation can only go as high as its female. Right? So when you see how the female is being promoted, right? And I'm not going to turn around and black and white thing, because it's actually not. It's people are actually people, right? Yeah. But then we've also got, like, if you're looking at Zinzanthropus, like, you know what I mean, or Lucy, that's the oldest remains of a black woman. Yes. Right? That's my mother. That's right. That's your mother. That's lineage. That's right. That's the whole of civilization. But in terms, our cousins get watered down. But you know what I mean? It's still our family, right? But so when you look at the female is incremental in everything that we do. So when we look on the woman's the one that busts us. So I'm grateful for my mother. It was Abraham Lincoln that said that everything that I am and everything that I owe to my mother. Yes. So everything I am, I owe to my mom. But I'm very, very fortunate to the fact that I didn't come out of a broken home. My mom and dad were married until they're still married, but until my dad ascended to heaven. Yes. But so I was fortunate to have that. But then I was also fortunate to have another community. Like, I was raised by my aunt on the weekdays, and on the weekends I'd go home to my parents. Come on now. Right, so I had that. So my cousins weren't my cousins, they were my brother and sisters. Yeah. So I've been very, very fortunate to have that. You know, when they say like it takes a village to raise a child, I'm a product of that village. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I mean, do you feel like, obviously being a black man growing up in South London, Brixton. No, everyone thinks this. It's kind of. Well, I was Kennington and Brixton, right? Yeah. So I grew up majority Cowley estate on the weekdays. Okay. And then I'd leave from there, which is a predominantly black area. I'd leave from there on the weekdays, and on the weekends I was in Kennington, which was a predominantly white area. Right. So so when I know that who I am now, I'm very, very. I have seen very multicultural Britain. Yeah. I've seen the top spectrums of love and endearment coming from sides of people that we wouldn't actually think you're going to get it from. But then also there's no division within me, because what we do as human beings, we gravitate to similarities. So my best friend as a child growing up, who's still my best friend today, right? Yeah, so we've been best friends for 45 years. Damn. Right? You're giving away your age. I'm 48 now. You know Come on now. Right? But you know the rules, black don't crack. You know what I mean? Especially when your heart's clean. You're 48? Yeah, I'm 48 years old. Yeah. But because your heart's clean. Yes. When you're bad mind now, you start getting mash up. Yes. Right? Yes. So, so like, he was of Ghanaian and Sierra Leonean descent. Like his mother, Miss Julia Roberts, she's an actress. She was the first ever black person to graduate from acting and sitting guilds. Wow. Right? So she was a very famous lady. Right? So because of my friend's mother, I wanted to be on TV. Yeah. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if it was going to be boxing. I didn't know what I wanted to go do. But I know that I just wanted to be on TV because she was famous. She was in The Professionals, in Rising Damp. She's on everything. Yeah. So my mate's mum, Country, that's his nickname, but his name's Edmund, but everyone calls him Country. Country's mother was the person that really wanted me to say, I want to go do this thing. Yes. Really pushed on the reels. So again, that's the females again. That's the mothers. When we talk about things, that's the females. Right. So I did that. I boxed. I retired. I think I saw Wikipedia. Was it 11 wins? Is it 11 wins, 6 losses? Did Wikipedia get it right? Because
they actually did.
They got that right. Okay.
Right. How you let 6 people win, man? Come on,
No,
Spencer, man.
they had to win because I'm winning now.
All right, now.
You know what I mean? This sort of thing with people. Like, the next thing is this. It's like, you see, when the universe, God, Allah, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? When you're blessed,
Mm.
the blessings never go away from you. No?
Yeah.
You do not activate the blessings, then they're going to go away.
Yeah.
So when God blesses you, you're just blessed.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm living a blessed life.
That's what's up.
Right? So on the mistakes that I have made when I was boxing, now I've got guys in the game who I mentor and everybody else in this game. I know the mistakes.
That's
and they
right,
know
yeah.
like I'm speaking to you from a position of knowledge.
Yeah.
Because when I mean like I've studied my craft, I study boxing to another level.
Oh yeah. When I hear you speak, it's you can see there's a passion behind it. This isn't just a job for you. So you know, I mean,
okay, just like you made your passion become your paycheck.
That's it.
Look what you put together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And where did it come from? It came out of the genius in your mind.
That's right.
Right, exactly. What was that? Marcus Garvey said that. You know what I mean, God and nature first made us who we are, then out of the genius of our own creation, we make ourselves who we want to be, follow that great law, put God in the sky as our limit and eternity, our measurement. You're doing that right now.
Boom. And it all comes together. Gems. Gems.
Right now.
Too smart. I love it. But, I mean, I want to go to the diversity aspect. I want to speak on that because, you know, like we said in the intro, youngest black man to be an actual promoter, right? Am I correct in saying
at
that?
the time it was, yeah.
At the time it was, yeah.
I don't know if it's been beaten now. I hope it has been, but yeah.
But that's what we want. You want to break records so next
come
people will come and do that. So how did you actually, what made you do that? And how did it happen? How did you beat those barriers to become a black promoter at that time? Because I know you've helped a lot of people in their careers from such a young age.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm not dwelling on the fact of like, oh, the youngest black man to do because that don't mean nothing.
Right.
It only means something if you bring in other people. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you now?
Yeah.
So I've come in here right now. So as far as all your rest of your crew, your partners in this, and yourself now, you guys know me now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like your other guest that you just had on, and like he was, oh, Spencer there.
Yeah.
Nah, what you mean? And so it's no good you're getting those pats on the back, but you're getting the pats on the back from the same people. You're not going to bring them, pat their back and say like, right, I'm going to give you a reason to pat me on the back. Not because you see me on TV or you hear me talking. No, I'm going to give you a reason to. So, right, the fights are coming on here. You make sure you come out here. You go with this person here. Because I've been very fortunate because like I've got a ridiculous black book. So I know everybody. Yes. And the nicest thing is this, I'm not asking nobody for anything. I like to give people things. Yes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's you know what I mean? What's it saying in scripture? It says like the greatest among you will become your servants. Yeah. Right? So when you have a servitude manner, right? As soon as your service is that you're giving something. So work out the analogy is this. So I've given you something, so therefore my hand's open now. Yeah. So I'm ready to receive. That's right. Right? But I'm not doing it, I'm not giving to receive, but I know that this is the law. The universal law is like, I've given you something, I've created a void, it's got to come back round to you, right? You're like, you Ghanaian? That's right. So your granny, your granny still alive? Or
yes. In fact, she turned 100 last year. Blessings.
Chase, that's mad, right? But I know for a fact, because she's an old Ghanaian lady, young Ghanaian lady, sorry.
There you go.
Because she's a young Ghanaian lady, right? And healthy and strong, and may God continue to bless her. I know for a fact now that your granny will turn around and say to you, like, you reap what you sow. Yeah. I know this for a fact. Facts, bro. Right? Yeah. You reap what you sow. Yeah. But we use this connotation in a bad light when it's actually in a good light. Whatever you put out. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. That's what's coming back to you. It's coming back. Right? So, tenfold. You know what I mean? God pays with interest. And the longer it takes to come back to you, good or bad, you're going to get it tenfold. Yeah. So once you start realizing that law, you be careful what you think about. Yeah. You be careful on the things that you do. You be careful on the conversation. You be careful on the people that you got around you, because you're going to reap what you sow. So when I realized to myself, right, I can't be looking on saying like, oh, I'm the only black guy in this thing. My thing is, I'm going to bring more black men in this thing. Yeah. So it just becomes a normality. Yeah. But unfortunately, it gets misinterpreted by certain people because they're thinking, well, then you're only doing this for black folks. You're only doing this for black folks. Right. And I have to say, maybe because I've been taught by some Europeans that you guys were only doing things for white folks.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right. And until we can get that balance, then we could do everything for everybody else.
That's right.
But obviously we need to bring in, and don't just say, oh, we're going to bring in every black person. Because you can't, because certain black people are rubbish.
They're not ready.
Right. And they're not ready because they need to be unplugged. Because right. So this is how this thing goes.
Yeah.
So it's not a black or white thing. We have to deal with people as individuals.
Yeah.
Right? And what I realize is this is like, what was it, Les Brown, motivational speaker, where he says like, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm.
That's right.
Right. So I'm not looking at nobody because they're different skin tone to me that you're enemy. You're my enemy. That's ridiculous as that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's been indoctrinated in me from day dot, come on, man.
And you're gonna have that thought process.
Thank you. So I haven't got that thought process. My children haven't got that thought process.
Brilliant.
You know what I mean? And anyone's around me, you got to start empowering and knowing that we're kings and queens.
That's right. Yes.
Right. But don't get twisted. There's certain people who are kings and queens, and certain people are always going to be paupers. And it's not paupers for what you got in your pocket, but for what you got in your mind.
In your head. Tell them. For the people in the back. I was watching on TV a short interview by, I want to get onto Les Brown shortly, but I saw a little interview by Eddie Hearn, and he was talking about people he knows and how he was able to come up and so forth. And he mentioned you, and I'm like, man, this guy, you know everybody. You know, Eddie just called you out like you guys have chilled in a pub and had a drink here and there. And
well, I don't drink, but I've chilled around. Like the thing with this is like, I remember when Eddie Hearn first started. When he first started, he used to be around me a lot, because I had my gym then and that, and that's when I was promoting.
Was he coming up at that time? At the level?
Yeah, but it's the thing about it, he can't really come up. Your dad's a multi-millionaire.
That's the
thing.
thing.
So like on a come up. Right, exactly. But he wanted to be around, and he wanted to have some authenticity to what he was doing. So he'd be around our gym, and the guy that broke him was actually Audley Harrison. Audley Harrison bust Eddie Hearn. Audley Harrison was the guy that took Eddie Hearn into the Sky offices for him to understand how the pay-per-view and the mechanics of pay-per-view worked.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not where you take it from, but where you take it to. And what he has done with that.
Yeah, he's gone far with it.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But Eddie Hearn's cool. He's all right, man. He's
a cool geese.
He's cool.
It's nice to be able to talk about a man of such stature in that sense, man. I think a lot of people look at him.
In what stature?
Well, in a sense,
brother, do you know how much times I bad up Eddie Hearn? Are you? Come on, no, I'm just I'm keeping this thing 100.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know now he's got his new platform on the Zone, right? And I've got to say this now. Sebastian Eubank, who recently passed away, the son of Chris Eubank, right?
That was sad, actually.
Yeah,
that
very,
was
very
really sad, yeah.
And when they started off this new channel called DAZN over in the UK, and all of their roster, and there wasn't one person of colour, of full colour. I'm not knocking Tony Bellew because Tony Bellew's mother's dual heritage. So Tony's got, you can see what Tony Bellew's mother. Me and Tony's proper. Me and Tony's tight.
Yeah.
But there weren't none. And I remember Sebastian Eubank, he just kicked off. And now his sister is dating or engaged to Frank Smith, who is one of the CEOs of Matchroom.
Okay.
Who works for Eddie Hearn.
Right.
So he's properly kicked off like what?
What's going on?
And he tagged me in, he said, Spence, this is a Liberty. I'll send it to you in it. He said, this is a Liberty. How come they ain't got no blackface on there? How come you didn't go speak to Spencer Fearon? Right. Went in on this thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I put on my Insta story like, no, respect Sebastian. I mean, big up. I'm going to give you your flowers now before you die. And this was 3 weeks before he passed.
I saw that. Yes. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
And even, and I'm only talking about it now because no one already know about it, but because like usually when people think that they want to post out things and I just say, I'm going to leave that. Not only that, but I'm very, very close to his dad.
That's right.
So I don't want to like, certain people, when things go wrong, like when someone dies and everyone, it's like their clout chase for likes on a post. Let me just put up my picture with my man. Yeah, oh, really sorry. But on the real, I was going to be real now.
Yeah.
Until you really experience a close one dying, then you'll appreciate life. And when someone else loses, then you want to support that person.
That's right.
Right? So, when he passed, and it was like,
Yeah.
But then, I've got to say this, fair play to the Zone, and I got to big up Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Because it was Anthony Joshua's people that said, I would like to see more people of colour
Yes.
doing the thing.
Yes.
To their excuse, certain people's in their office were saying, "Oh well, there ain't any other black people that we could use." Right? They know there's one guy, but Spence, he's a bit, you know what I mean? He's a bit political, so he's a bit too right.
Yeah.
So he goes, all right then. But then they contacted me and said, Spence, could you give us a list, please?
Yes.
And I gave them a list of 10 names.
Boom.
And out of the 10 names that I gave, 5 are now in employment at the zone.
Fantastic.
So, and they will know it's me. And they were like, nah, uncle, yeah. and that's how you're winning. So it's never about what you got.
Yes.
It's how you get your blessings.
Yeah.
If you got your blessings and you don't bless no one else with your blessings, then it's going to curse you.
That's right. I mean, Les Brown himself, he's the guy that everyone wants to have as a mentor. To have 5 minutes in a room with him, dropping gems. I mean, I'm listening to you now, and I don't even want to speak. I just want to just let you just talk the whole interview, man, because he's just dropping gem after gem. What was it like having Les Brown? I mean, is he mentoring you now? Is it on an ongoing thing?
No, what happened was this. This is while I was at Sky. And Anthony Joshua fights Klitschko. And
big fight.
Yeah. And in there, he gets knocked down by Klitschko. And Les Brown's got that saying, like, when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because you can look up, you can get up.
Yes.
Right? And at the time, Ringside Toe to Toe was the highest rated boxing podcast in the whole wide world. Right?
Yeah.
And so I said that on the show. Now, it goes on Sky, and they also put it on their YouTube channel.
Right.
So by the time I leave Oysterley in the Sky Studios, and I get back home, I get a message on my phone like, I get my message on my phone on the messenger on Facebook saying, I just seen you on YouTube, and like, it was excellent how you was talking about Les Brown and it's really motivation. Like, how do you remember all the stuff that you remember in boxing? Well, I study nuts, that's why. And you know what? I want to introduce you to my dad. I thought it was a joke.
Okay.
So I scroll down, I look at the bottom, it's like John Leslie Brown. Oh, that's actually his son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So then he contacts me, said, take my number, phone him up. And he's like, yeah, listen, man, we got to do something with you and my dad. My dad's coming to the UK soon. And I want to link you up with my dad.
Come on now.
I was like, okay. I'm still thinking some little jesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Boom. Then he comes back to me, goes, have you got Zoom? And this is pre-pandemic time. So I don't know nothing about Zoom, right? I'm just going to be real with you. I don't know nothing about no Zoom. But
Team, Zoom, good Lord. Yeah.
Right. So
WhatsApp video call, maybe.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Right? And even that don't work sometimes, right? So I get on he goes to me, I want you to speak to my dad now. So I've been saying to my wife, right? I've been saying to my wife for years, I'm going to be on stage with Les Brown. And she would always say to me,
Yeah.
This is not boxing. Yeah, we get it. You're the man in boxing. Yeah. You know, you can talk to Floyd tomorrow, Lennox Lewis. Yeah. Mike Tyson. Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But this is Les Brown. You know what I mean? My dad's got books of Les Brown.
Yeah.
Right?
That motivated you, I bet. In the back of your mind, you're like, what?
I got to say, like, big shout out to Ted Boy Powell, Bishop Ted Boy Powell, my father-in-law. Right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, my routine, when I get home from work, these suits don't stay on, bruv.
Yeah, come on.
Right? As you know, right? I'm in tracksuit and hoodie.
T-shirt, hoodie,
right? He goes like, my dad wants to speak to you now, download Zoom. I download Zoom, boom, I download Zoom. My wife sees me, says, what are you doing? I got up, I ironed the shirt, and a tie. I was like, boom.
Yeah.
Still tracksuit bottoms.
Come on.
But you can't see me, it's a Zoom, right?
That's the Zoom flex.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm on a Zoom conference with Les Brown. So Les Brown, me and him are talking. So Les Brown's like, young man, I like your style.
Jeez.
I'm like, thank you very much, sir. I said, no, I was like, I mean, I just got in from work, sir, right? No, I was spraying that starch spray hard on the shirt,
Prepping for the call, yeah.
Right. So he goes to me, he goes, yeah, I'm coming to London. And I've watched a couple of videos of you, and I want you to host me because you got the right energy.
Wow.
And how do you remember all the stuff that you remember in boxing?
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna be real with you, sir. I'm actually autistic, right? That's why my numbers are a bit nuts. But I do things a bit left.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's really opening you. So we was having a good talk, and he said, well, he says to me, right, when I'm coming. So I go, okay, then and he says, I've got a lawyer in London.
Right.
I'm going to. I said, give me your number and I'll contact her then. He goes, no, there's no time like the present. I'll tell you a story. There's a friend of mine who was in hospital and he was dying. Mm-hmm. And I said, right, I'm going to go see you tomorrow. And he died on the day.
Well, yeah.
Right? So you got something in your head?
Yeah.
Go do it right now. No long thing. Go do it.
Yeah.
So, okay, he phones the lady. So the lady comes on. She's on the Zoom as well with us. And then I'm saying, how you doing? And she said, oh, my name's Grant. I said, oh, Grant. I said, where are you from? She said, I'm parents from Jamaica. I said, what part? She told me what part of Jamaica she's from. I said, wait a minute. There's a famous fight that came from there. He fought for a world title in 1966. Bunny Grant. She goes, that's my dad.
Shut the front door. Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was saying, yeah, you need some help, all the rest. I said, no, watch no problem. Straight away, I phoned Lennox Lewis. Lennox pick up. Boom. Len. Bunny Grant.
So wait, hold on a minute. You got Lennox Lewis just on dial like that.
Yeah, he's my guy.
I just called Lennox. God damn.
Right? So I phoned Len. I said, look, Len.
Yeah.
Rare Bunny Grant, can we do something for him? And then he rang Bamsey Grange. So I have to big up Bamsey Grange, who's a sports commissioner of Jamaica. And they sorted out some things for his home and that. So this is 4 years ago now. He's passed away since, but yeah, it was just those kind of things. So Les Brown saying, right, you got guys like that? So, yeah, something like that. Mm. Then when Les Brown was meant to come, he fell ill.
Okay.
So he's in hospital.
Right.
And at the time, the lady who put on the show, she said, Spence, I can't pay you no money because I know it's like Sky things. I know you're gonna have some big paper. Yeah. But what I can do, I could give you the VIPs to run, and like you could keep that money.
Okay.
I said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. Good deal, though.
Yeah.
So my wife said, why are you doing all these things for this woman and running around for this woman? And like, I said, no, it's just like, I'm going by energy. I'm going by energy. This woman got good energy. Anyway, all said and done, Les Brown came. I was doing this for free, you know.
Yeah.
Les Brown wasn't coming. He was ill in hospital. I phoned Les Brown while he's in hospital. I said, Mr. Brown, you have to come. I said, this place is sold out. This time, the woman was struggling to sell out the place.
Yeah.
And listen to me.
Yeah.
When I mean she was struggling to sell it out.
Yeah.
She was like, I said, listen, Mr. Brown, you got to come because you know what? The heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua's coming. He wants to see you. I'm lying, you know. Right? I said,
you gotta sell the thing.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua. He said, what? The man had things all over his body. He said, what? I said, yeah, he's coming. You know what I mean? You already spoke to Lennox. He wants to come. He wants to fly in from Jamaica to come and see you. Yeah. The man stopped. I said, I'm coming. I said, you don't need no motivation. You are the motivator.
Exactly.
Go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror right now. You goes, the man pop off the thing. 2 days, the man was in London.
You Les Brown. Les Brown?
Yeah. So then, check this one out. So then, while we're in the hotel now, went to go see him, and I come see him, and he come give me a big hug and said, you are my nephew. Hug me.
Yeah.
Right, you're my nephew, son. So we're in there, and he said, he goes to me, oh, like the tickets are selling really good, right? I said, yeah. Nah, the next day, Anthony Joshua had his press conference on his fight. He was fighting a WBO champion, Joseph Parker. Okay. So I go to Anthony, I said, oh, Ant. I said, yo, big man, do me a favor. He goes, what? I said, Les Brown's coming. For real? I said, Les Brown's here. I said, Les Brown's here. Do me a favor, give a shout and tell people where to get the tickets from. Done. Right? Yeah. Now the Westminster auditorium where it was held, I think it holds something like 3,000 people.
But right? He's got AJ.
Anthony Joshua went out and said, listen, Les Brown's coming into town. The holler Spencer for your tickets. But Anthony Joshua. Yeah. Anthony Joshua, by doing that post and he put it on his Snapchat, and then we ripped it, and then the lady was putting it everywhere. Yeah. Right. The woman, I think originally they sold 150 tickets. That's all they sold. Yeah. When Anthony Joshua put out that post and they put it out everywhere else, they sold 5,000 tickets. Done.
I bet in quick fast as well.
Right. 5. We talking about the film's in 3 days, so it sold out in 2 days. Yeah. Because of Anthony Joshua. So I mean, I owe that you a lot.
That's right. Yeah.
But because of that. When Les Brown said this place is sold out, Spence, he couldn't believe it. Because this woman says, please, Spencer, just take these tickets and get rid of them for me. So Les Brown, I was doing this for free.
Yeah.
I made £18,239.27.
To the penny. Go on.
That's how much I made from just and that.
Just
And
doing
then
that.
I said, yeah, but the love that I got, and then he
Mm.
said, right, and so he constantly follows me, constantly, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. So that's my Les Brown stuff.
That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. And do you have him on speed dial as well? Like,
Speed, I can ring
like
it right now. I can ring it right now.
Just call him and just say, yo, Les, Kwame wants to have a chat with you, bro.
Get my phone. I'll do it now. This time,
I know you will.
Yeah.
I know you will. You're a man of your word. So let's talk about some of the juicy thing. I've seen so many things, people talking about Anthony Joshua, Fury. I'm sure you had this conversation all the times. I've seen you online talking about it. Wilder. What's your take on it? If I were to say to you, Joshua, Fury, who's winning?
Then you'd have to choose Tyson Fury.
Based on?
Technical prowess. He's bigger. He's bigger. He's technically better than Anthony Joshua. He understands boxing far more. He's got a higher IQ of boxing than Anthony Joshua.
He's a smart boxer, definitely, yeah.
You take away all of that, that's great, right? Semantics, my friend. You see, if a man really wants it, like my brother Baba Tundi Ajayi was saying on our podcast, The Fight Is Right, Anthony Joshua goes back to the roadman thing. I like, listen, my brethren, I'm licking off your head.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, you're getting yam.
Yeah.
Then that's a different thing.
It's a different talk.
Right?
Yeah.
So all of those kind of things, you could all those things, you know what you can't really compartmentalize is somebody's desire. When somebody really wants it and they're willing to say, right, this is it. Tyson Fury proved that a lot of times. When Deontay Wilder knocked him down, I thought the man was dead.
Yeah.
The man just got up like Lazarus.
He got up like Lazarus, bro.
Lazarus, brother.
He just got up and come back like...
They came back, Lord, he's dead. He's not dead, he's sleeping. Man, got up. Right, so these are the things, right. But I believe, like, it's whether Anthony Joshua wants it. I know that he's trying to rediscover himself. Yeah. And the hardest thing is to rediscover yourself when you're a global icon. That's because you're doing things, so you're doing it on a public stage. Yeah. So it's hard. It's like, me and you could have a mashup now, and we could just go hide for 6 months. And we come back out and it's cool. But like, because he's up there, so it's very, very difficult. Yeah. But I would say that, but I'm saying everyone's sleeping on Dylan White. I'm telling people, do not sleep on Dylan White.
Listen, let me tell you something, Spence. I think this was just before pandemic. I was just going cinema, Edmonton, Lee Valley.
Okay.
I don't even know if Dylan stays in North London, but for some reason, I'm coming out of the cinema, walking back to my car, and I see this giant of a guy walking towards me. You know, I tell people I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 5'11", 3/4, with Chelsea boots on.
Yeah. Well, you had the afro. You
listen, exactly. I'm 6 foot.
But this style suits you better.
This is, yeah. So I rock this now. It keeps on the front.
Looking like Joe.
That's it. Oh, man, come on, not Joe, man. I've been hearing that for years. No, but so basically, I'm walking anyway, and I see this big, giant guy just walking, and I'm like, oh, you know, you see another big black guy, you acknowledge him, you look at him. But as I look, I see it's Dylan White. And you know what? Humble, sweet, safe
cool
guy.
man.
But the funny thing is, you know, like we're all on social media. We're all keyboard warriors. And I've heard a lot of people talking, you know, especially with his fight, you know, after Joshua and whatnot. You would not say those things to him face to face. This guy is huge. No, so I give my kudos to the likes of AJ beating him and that. But I think Dylan White has definitely his comeback. What he did.
His comeback has improved. He's improved massively.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I like Dylan. For the fact that he's so pig-headed that you could tell him you ain't getting through that wall. Yeah. And he's gonna run full throttle
through it.
Right. That's his mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I
mean? He's hardcore. I think going back to what you said about AJ. You know, like is it Creed 2, the movie?
Yep.
And you see, you know, he goes back to some rough area, training with tires. He's in the desert. Because I think I saw a joke. Someone was saying it, but they were saying basically every time Joshua loses, he you know, he's like bunda hole, sexy trim, pretty boy looks. He grows out his hair and he comes back rough. If I honestly believe if Josh went back to Lagos He went back. And my best friends from them areas. I've been to Lagos.
If he goes to Lagos, Joshua will get robbed.
He would get looked after. I see man like Burner Boy rolling at it. The respect he has.
Nah, I'm joking,
I think,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Go
joking,
back to Lagos. Go back to one of the ends. Go back to the village. Grow the hair out. Just go ham and just like dead the phone of that. Yes, you're right. There's gonna be cameras and all of that around him. But there's a certain, I think he can do it to a degree, because I think what he needs is that reminder of the times when he went for the Olympics. That raw authenticity of I need this. He's nice now. I mean, you know, his bank is just gonna make him.
He's gone.
Yeah,
one
it's gone clear.
Like,
do you see what I mean?
When you see gentlemen like, I've known Tyson Fury a long time. I knew his dad before I knew him. Right. Dylan White, he first came into my gymnasium when he was 16, 17 years old. Anthony Joshua, I know him from when he was doing labouring work. So when I see these guys now, they're multi-millionaires and things like that, it does make you feel good inside, because all of those guys, to me, they're actually the same. They haven't changed. They are to different other people, but to me, they saw, I
see that.
Yeah, uncle, yeah. So it's, you know what I mean? So it makes me feel really proud when I see those guys. Not only that, but it's just nice when you got these guys on speed dial, because they make kids' birthdays. You're at someone's birthday party.
Yeah, they turn
love
up.
Dylan White, and I can make a phone call and they FaceTime the kids.
Yeah.
Or Anthony Joshua does that a lot for me as well.
That's
Tyson, those things, that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, your blessings ain't for you. Your blessings are to pass it on to other people.
That's right.
To muster in that experience.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a community off screen where everyone's brethrens. I mean, I know we see the hype. They really don't like each other.
Listen, it's real to an extent. On certain extent, it's real.
Yeah.
And not only that, but if you know that you're gonna fight someone, right, you gotta think a boxer's life is short. Say, like, forget about Floyd Mayweather getting 20 years. He's different breed.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta think about to be at top tier level. Right? You say you get a top tier level and you get 8 years at top tier. You get 8 years. Say you get a decade at top tier. Yeah. Right? And God willing, you retire from the sport. You've got the rest of your life to be friends with the guys who are in your weight division.
True.
But you see, right now, where it is a very testosterone, ego-driven, and you have to feel that way. Yeah. Because if you didn't feel that way, AJ wouldn't have been able to come back after getting knocked out by Andy Ruiz, and then come back and win the fight. Yeah. And change up his tactics. So you have to have that. Yeah. Yeah. Then after when it's all done, we can be ready afterwards.
Then we all can just kick it. I like your, with MTK Global Foundation and what you're doing there. I know we were speaking about it off camera, because it somewhat reminds me of, there's a show, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Ballers. And I don't, you've seen it,
So I used to watch that religiously, you know? I've missed that.
Missed it.
Because likewise. His name's Spencer in the show. That's why I used to watch it.
That's right. Yeah, his name's Spencer. And the funny thing is, he's this NFL guy who's retired now, and he knows all of the peaks and troughs of the business. And financially, he's helping out these guys whilst they're winning, on the top of their game and that. Is that what you're trying to bring forward then with MTK Global Foundation?
No, the foundation was actually a corporate social responsibility, which is not a charity. It's just the company's got money put down on the side, and they're saying, you know what, let's go help the community. Yeah, and that's what it's done. But within the same tracks, it's helped me bring in or help professional fighters because it's all underneath the same umbrella. Yeah. And it's, like I keep on saying, like, one hand can't clap. You know what I mean? And if you try it, if you can do it, I salute you.
Salute you. Show me how it's done.
Right. Show me right. So I've been very fortunate to be in the situation that I am, or to see, like, so I can navigate guys. I can make phone calls and people are going to pick up because it's me. I can help this guy do that. Then I've got other guys who are way more influential than me. Yeah. We don't get to see them. But they're my guys. So I say, listen, bro, go. And they pull things together, and this is how life should be in general, right? Because I know I've got office in my house. I don't really have to come out. I don't have to go nowhere. I've got office in my house. Grace of God. So I can do my work from there.
Yeah.
And it just spins,
spirals
and
off of that.
it keeps on going on. And I'm grateful, man.
We got to get you out more. I mean, with suits like this, Spencer, man, you can't work from home, man.
No, brother.
You have to come out, King.
I don't like going nowhere. They see the days of me going, when you get old, you don't go nowhere.
Yeah, you're a chill, innit? Yeah.
Chill. I mean, like that. It's like with things that are going on right now. And it's like all the projects that are going on right now. To any young person, try get involved with this metaverse business, right? Reason being because it pays. Try go learn about NFTs because it really does pay. I don't know nothing about those things today. I don't know intricate on it, but I've been paid handsomely because of it. Right.
Yeah.
So it's like
you can see where it's going.
This is where it's going.
Yeah.
Right. So. And like this is a big. I mean, look, we're gonna be doing the KB show, right? And it's gonna be on a metaverse, and we're gonna have like 500 selected guests.
Amen.
Right? This is because I'm putting it out there right now.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
We receive it.
I'm telling you now, right? You got to speak it till you seek it till you see what you say, right? So once we start pushing these things out, because this we're gonna have, because like I'm doing something now, which is what is it? It's Meta Eta University, and it's the same kind of thing, right? It's Educa, which is a company that's just been formed. I think they put like 40 million inside of this company.
Wow! And
as they put this in, and it's about education, but teaching young people. It's about education. It's also about motivation, but it's all going to be done through the metaverse.
Yeah.
Right. So we look on these things and think, these things are stupid, but I mean, if you stand still for 1 second, then you're gonna miss out.
Yeah.
So we can't.
You have to keep.
You gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it going. But when I've seen when you're seeing like billionaires throwing all this money and they're buying land I said, where you buying land? They're buying land on the metaverse. I'm like, to me, I couldn't comprehend it.
Yeah.
But when I'm seeing like one of my pals, I mean, I don't want to talk about his business, but I'm gonna talk about his already. Yeah. And Wasim, yeah.
Yeah. It's a safe space. Don't worry.
Right. And Wasim's like, yeah, Spence, I just bought some land in the metaverse and it's quadrupled in 5 days.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm saying education is the key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's so important.
Absolutely.
It's so important. It's imperative. Please, young people, please just jump on this thing now, right? Jump on this thing now because it's only going to expand. It's going to grow. Absolutely.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask you to give a gem to some of the younger people because we do have quite a young audience that watch us as well. Just before we close,
let me just give the gem then. I'm going to give the gem.
Go on, drop the gem.
My gem is quite simple. It's just like, right? You know what I mean? If you don't step forward, you're always going to be in the same place. I mean, if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. And if you do not go after what you want, you will never, ever have it, right? So I'm going to be around like-minded people, you know what I mean? Be around people that's going to elevate you. Simple things. As you wake up in the morning, say thank you. As you wake up, first thing come out your mouth, say thank you, right? Because the more gratitude that you express is the more abundance that you're going to experience. So anything you get, be grateful for it. You know what I mean? I come in here, I like how my brother's put his things together and all the rest of the guys there, I'm seeing my beautiful family inside here who put something together and I know where this is going, it's only going to go to the top. Reason why? Because I've spoken it to be into that thing. You know what I mean? So thou shalt decree a thing till it comes to pass, right? Grab this thing with 2 hands. You know what I mean? Don't take no for an answer. You know what I mean? Because that's not the answer. Say yes to your life, say yes to your dreams, to your ambitions, to your prosperity. You want to be healthy, wealthy, and prosperous. You want to be blessed in all areas of your life, economically, physically, spiritually, mentally, and financially, right? In whatever name that you call it, because there's only one God, the Father. Amen.
Amen. Jeez. Fire in the booth, man. And you know what's funny? If you remember how we met?
Yes, sir.
First time we met, we were both taking our kids out. Was it Jump or Oxygen?
Yeah.
And, through a mutual person, we met. We just got to talking. And when I actually got to know the magnitude of things you've done, I was so humbled. And I found that out after, as I'm going home, I'm looking on your gram now. I'm looking on the internet. I'm like, this guy's... He's such a humble dude who I was just chatting with.
And you see,
And it was blessed. And even the thing is before we even said bye, I think you took out like a little bit of change and just gave it to my daughters. Like, yeah, it's £20 for you. It's £20 for you. So on the way home, they were like, Daddy, who was that? I said, that's Uncle. Yeah? That's Uncle Spencer. You remember him, man. No. If you need anything, you call him. No. But yeah, no, it's fantastic. And I think, like what you said earlier, this is the way it's supposed to work. The connections, the right mindset, and putting it out. And if I didn't ask, this wouldn't be happening here.
Of course it wouldn't. And look, and it took its time. But the amazing thing is this, it's like, it's the 4th year anniversary that I hosted Les Brown. You know what I mean? So
to the day,
right to the day, to the day, because it just pinged on my WhatsApp reminder. I was like, oh, okay, right. So everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And like I said, energy goes where it flows, and your energy is proper. It's on point. I've been watching the show, I've been supporting the show, and I'm saying right, and it's only gonna grow. And I'll say this to all of you guys: like how things are, you just it's continuity, right? And as soon as you're static, that's where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to just keep on moving. Just got to keep on moving. And once it keeps on moving, it starts to get that ripple effect and a snowball effect. And it keeps on going. And it gets bigger and it becomes a boulder and it starts knocking down things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's all you guys got to keep on doing. You just got to keep on doing it, because I'm telling you, this show is massive. It has to be massive. I come out of my house.
Jeez.
Right? The show's massive.
Yes.
The show's massive. I watch the videos, I watch the interviews. I'm always supporting because it's quite simple. Like, it's not difficult to support somebody else.
It's not. Yeah.
Right? Because you go support somebody else, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You, like, what's the saying? Like, you trying to blow out someone else's candle is not going to make yours blow any brighter.
Yeah.
Right? So why don't we just add flames to someone else's fire? So maybe their furnace and some of their furnace can just rub off on you.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
This is the facts. This is what I say all the time, and I love it. And it literally is the premise of KB Talk Show. It's to bring other people and get to share and spread that love and highlight what I call heroes, you know, and you're definitely one of those, Spencer.
I'm humbled. You know what I mean? I'm humbled by that.
Come on now.
To tell you the honest truth.
We're going to get on to Lennox Lewis after this interview and call him, and I want to say, hey, I want to ask you some questions. Do you want to give out your plugs, your handles, anything that you've got?
Listen, man, if you're unboxing people, you know who I am. Spencer Knowledge Fearon on Instagram, master_knowledge. It's Spencer_Fearon on Twitter. All I do is I speak the truth. I'm very, very grateful for being on this show. You know what I mean? I'm really, really grateful for being on the show. I'm very, very not surprised, but I like the setup. I like the professionalism of how this is being put together. You know what I mean? And may God continue to bless you. Because He blessed you. The reason why you're blessed, because you woke up this morning.
Amen. Yeah. There you go. And it's Sunday. And here we are. And it's Sunday.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Guys, you heard it first from the man himself, Spencer Fearon. Check him out. You've seen all the handles. Click on them. Follow and support him. And you'll be surprised what will come back to you. Here on the KB Talk Show, we're continuing to give edutainment, continuing to give gems, and inspire all of those who are watching. Thank you for watching. We've got some more heat coming for you. Stay tuned. Stay notified.